Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Review It with Mike, the interview. I have the pleasure of sitting here with the one and the only, the most achieved, the most accomplished, Mr. Jeremy Copeland.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm good.
Thanks for coming. Of course, thanks for coming, chilling on my couch.
No problem.
This evening.
Company, big company couch.
Yes, I know you're busy, hope you're busy.
I can always make time for them.
Y'all hear that? That's for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I have a bunch of questions I need to get to. We just want to dive right in because I know you had a long day. So, where are you originally from?
Originally I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and then we moved to Atlanta, Georgia when I was like 10.
Yeah.
And then I moved to LA when I was 17, turning 18.
Wow, that's good. So what made you or your family move from Brooklyn to Atlanta to now LA?
Just a better life. My mom wanted to get us out of Brooklyn.
Yeah.
It was a nice building, but it was still Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So my mom worked for a huge law firm at the time. They moved her to Atlanta, so we all just up and left, and it worked out for us. And I decided that Atlanta was just not working out for me, so I moved to LA.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I moved here from Atlanta last year, and it just didn't connect with me. Like I had a goal of going to Atlanta. I achieved it, and I was like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
So me and my boyfriend, we planned it. We came on out, but I didn't like Atlanta. Did you like Atlanta coming from Brooklyn?
I love Atlanta.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love Atlanta. I got the good parts of Atlanta.
Okay.
I was there for a long time. Atlanta gives me something that it gives me the humbleness I need. I go back home every now and then to just chill out. But LA kicks my ass and it keeps me like on my shit. So that's why I prefer LA. You can't get comfortable here ever.
No, that's the rent alone.
Oh yeah,
Baby.
it's a wrap.
Okay.
My one bedroom is more than my mom's 6-bedroom house. So
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're a dancer.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been dancing?
I've been dancing since I was 14. I'm 30 now, so whatever that math is.
16 years?
Yeah. Yeah, my first professional job, I was turning 15, and that was with Whitney Houston. So.
Really? Wow.
It was really small. I don't even have her on my resume. It's just something that I know personally.
Yeah, that's cool.
Something she did was like a choir thing. But yeah, that's a little fun fact about me.
What made you want to dance though?
I don't know. I just needed an outlet. I need to do something. I always wanted to be an artist.
Yeah.
But I can't sing. So I realized, okay, no, you actually want to just create on artists and tell them what to do and develop them and stuff like that. So I found my love of dance. I never went to dance background though. I always wanted to choreograph. I actually just danced background because that was the steps I needed to take to become a choreographer. I felt like a beat artistic director. There's no better way to tell a dancer how to command the stage if you don't know what that feels like first. So I felt like I had to be on stage, go on tours, do jobs, know what the crowd feels and what it loves, first, and then as a choreographer now I can now relate that when I teach classes and stuff because it comes from personal experience.
Which was my next question, but you answered it. What made you want to be a choreographer? Killed that answer without even being asked. That's what's up.
Like for me, there's nothing more special than someone you look up to, someone that you're a fan of, trusting you with their vision and like allowing you to put your stank on them and let them trust you because it's a big job because if their performance looks crazy, they don't blame the choreographer. They say Beyonce look crazy.
Yeah,
they say Sierra look crazy. They don't blame the choreographer.
That's true.
It's a huge responsibility, but I love the process.
Yeah. So what's your favorite genre of music to dance to?
Oh, it changes. Right now I'm in a pop mood. Like I would love to do a project with like Dua Lipa. I love Ariana. I would love to work with her again. I've done a couple projects with her in the past. Yeah.
So you worked with her?
Yeah, like 3 or 4 times.
Oh wow. On a tour or just like for
No, just a couple music videos.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's like one of my favorite. Like I love her.
She's the best. The first job I did with her was right there with Big Sean, and I did Into You. I did Bang Bang with her. I did Break Up with Your Boyfriend because I'm bored. Yeah, so she's great. But I would love to.
Every album sings like.
And I'm trying to get on this one. So yeah, I would love to do like a Dua Lipa moment. I'm in like a pop video right now.
That's what's up. And then summertime's coming, so of course you
Yeah, it feels good.
We've been locked down for so long. So what's your favorite type of dance? And explain it for those of us who aren't in tune with the dance world.
Favorite type, it changes just like my music. Right now, I don't even know. I mean, it's hip hop, jazz funk. It's like in the middle there. Everything is so combined and like fusionized nowadays. What people call hip hop is not really hip hop. What people call jazz funk really isn't jazz funk. I'm somewhere in the middle of that. Like if you look at my choreography, there's a little bit of everything. You'll get hip hop, you'll get jazz, you get some contemporary, you might get some ballroom, some vogue in there. Like it's a melting pot.
And just to backtrack a bit, you did not go to school for dance.
No, so I was homeschooled for a lot of my schooling. I went to North Atlanta Performing Arts High School for 1 year, so I guess you can count that as, that's where I got my technical training from. Hey Nikki Bugs, how are you? She was my teacher, she was crazy, fully loved her. But no, not like formal training, but I was in the studio every single day from open to close, training with everybody, the Sean Bankheads, the Jaquel Knights, like.
Inspirations.
I mean, first and foremost, like Sean Bankhead. I was like 16, 17 when we first got introduced, when I first started taking his class. What he's done for Atlanta, what he's done for the community and in itself is fucking amazing. I love Jamaica Craft. She's so low key. She's such a mom. I got to work with her on Step Up. And like, I love her because she's maybe had 5 auditions ever. Like, to get to her, you gotta get through people to get to her. She's so low key. She never has auditions. She never teaches classes. Like, she's a hidden gem. I love her. I love choreographers like Miguel Zarate, I love Janelle Ginestra, Jojo Gomez, who's someone I helped train. J.R. Taylor, I should say his name first. J.R. Taylor. Let me tell you something. I don't care if I booked 97 TV shows, if I had 27 Oscars, you will still see me every Tuesday and Thursday stretching for J.R.'s class at 7 or 8 p.m., whatever it is. Like, he has really shaped me into who I am. He's a great friend. He's now transitioning into acting, and I love his style. I've been taking his class since 2007, and I still get it. Like, it's crazy. Like, I love J.R.
So have you ever like came in contact with or worked with like Lorianne Gibson or Fatima?
Oh yeah, I've definitely got to work with Fatima and Lorianne before. Lorianne is a lot of fun. She gave me the best advice I always remember. I remember I was like ranting online. I was going through something years ago, and she commented back and was like, "Embrace the struggles because you're ready." And it was so simple, but I keep that in my mind like all the time. Like there's nothing that you ever achieve in life, but there's no famous person or anyone that's notarized that we know that has not gone through some type of struggle to get there, so I always remember that. And Fatima, I remember we had a small conversation when we were rehearsing for Coachella with Kendrick Lamar, and you know, she's just soft-spoken and great and has a vision, and she's the GOAT. Like, it's Fatima.
It's Fatima, Aaliyah, everybody.
Like Aaliyah, everybody great, and then and Travis Payne, who put Fatima on.
Oh, wow.
I worked with him on this tour, this Asian artist, Jolene Tai. She's like a Madonna of like Asia on her world tour, and working with him was amazing. Yeah, that was my first world tour. Wow. I think I was 23.
How are world tours? Like, is it strenuous or is it fun? It's all of it.
It's mental. You know, like for her, she had 9 albums, so we learned 36 numbers. We had rehearsals for 3 months. From 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day, maybe a Sunday off. You're learning a number a day. You know, you may learn something for 8 hours, and then the team comes in and don't like it. Now switch it up in the last hour of the day. And then we flew overseas to get there. And then 9 times out of 10, you get there, the stage is not what it's supposed to be. Things have changed. You may have to redo the entire show that you learned for 3 months doing. And then when it's time for the show, it's a whole different thing, you know. So it's definitely a mental fog. You know, I was there with dancers who toured with Britney Spears, Madonna, like Justin Timberlake, and there were moments you would go in the bathroom and just cry. Like, you're stressed out. And then at the time, I was also dealing with like slight homelessness. Like I was kind of broke, trying to figure out what was happening at one time. So trying to keep my mind on like in that rehearsal room while regular life is happening. It's a lot.
It is,
and so that's why I tell a lot of new dancers now, don't rush your process, because what you don't want to happen is you're rushing the room you should not prepare to be in. And just because you can hit a couple TikTok dances, and just because you went viral a couple times on Instagram, that does not mean that you're mentally prepared that, you know, for what's going to come with this.
So let's switch gears a little bit. Let's jump into this hit show that you're on, Chasing LA.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to keep dance, but we're going to switch into like Chasing LA. So describe like 3 of your cast members by a genre of music. What would you say if that makes sense?
Okay, genre of music. I would describe Jayla as trap music. Jayla gives me like, you know, the under the club that serve like the chicken wings and stuff in the bag, and I got like a pool table.
The ATL girl.
That's Jayla.
Okay.
Fran is definitely giving me electronic pop. You know, you can find her at the Abbey with like a blueberry mojito, you know, and a little fanny pack, some type of designer. One more, I would say Hershey. You can find Hershey at your local. Oh, we gonna put Hershey at Hamburger Mary's. Hershey's definitely gonna be, you know, your Deborah Cox, your Aretha Franklin moment, you know, your old school glam.
Yeah.
But the divas, they got a smart mouth, like the Aretha,
The sassy ones,
the sassy ones. Yeah. So I'll put those there.
So who will make a great dance partner?
Oh, Hershey.
Hershey?
I saw Hershey perform. I think the episode of the year, I saw her and I was just like, oh wow, like I want to work with you. Like, definitely.
So if you could form a group with, say, 4 cast members, yourself and the 5th, who would you choose?
Oh, a group? Okay, it'll be me, Hershey,
Alicia,
King.
So when you guys say King, are you talking about King Payne or King Fly?
Good question. King Payne.
Got it.
Is that all? I need one more?
No, you're the 5th.
Okay,
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Because you know what? You know why? I work with a lot of groups, and I find that when you find people who are individually strong in what they do and that are different, it always works out.
Yeah.
So, you know, those individuals are very strong-minded. They are very clear what they want, and I feel like it would mess you up.
Yeah.
If we had someone mediated, because it's like who's the one that's gonna, you know.
Because everybody's so headstrong, had their own personality.
Very headstrong, yeah.
We're not individuals, we're groups. So, So who would be, let's get a little messy. Who would be your least favorite cast member?
D. Hawkins.
Why? Just like past history stuff?
No, okay, with D. Hawkins, I feel as though I love anyone that is going off of what they want. I love anyone that has goals and, you know, they get an opportunity to be on the platform such as this and they want to maximize it to the best they can. That's what you're supposed to do, right? But I also feel like you have to be aware of the relationships that you tarnish in the process and understand that when this is all over with and we're all in this industry together, like we may have to encounter each other again. Not everything is worth the storyline, not everything is worth losing friendships, not everything is worth, you know, you trying to do whatever, because guess what? Hershey's a fan favorite, not me. No shade. I'm not the fan. The person who we all didn't even think with, not even Hershey, that's who everyone loves. So my issue with D. Hawkins is I feel like he does things for attention and for clout, and it just does not look good. AKA his last 2 confessional scenes. And I say that to say, I may not have known you that long, but that's not you.
Okay.
Like, I've even heard that he told certain cast members, oh, I just did that for Wow Factor. So you just made yourself look like you died in the casket just so people can talk about you? Like, for real. Because at the end of the day, this is our brand. This is what we have to, you know what? So later on down the line, you're going to blame it on production, blame it on everything. No. Here's the thing. I may get 2 seconds of a green screen every episode, but I'm proud of my 2 little green screens. I regret nothing from that, you know? So, you know, I don't know. You get people who get these opportunities and they feel like that's what they have to do, and I hope that he looks back and now sees that you don't have to do all of that for people to notice you, because you're not untalented. I may not like him if he's not talented. I won't take that away from him. But it's antics like that that make me not trust you.
So watching the show, because like I said, I don't know you guys individually or personally. I'm going based off what I see, but it seems like you guys had some type of like history or friendship.
No, we never. I've never met that man before filming the show. We all met literally the day of.
Got it.
Yeah. Now, some things transpired in that, you know, but coming soon. That will be revealed later. But again, my issue with that was you think that you meet a person and you think that the intentions are there, and also find out that also find out that it seems as though they have alternative motives for a storyline.
But isn't this what they warn you about coming to Hollywood and meeting people?
It is what they warn you about, but I've been in Hollywood for over 15 years. It's not that I had no one try to create a storyline about me, but I've also never done reality TV. So I knew that I would bump into that character, but you know, they really were a wolf in sheep's clothing. I'm not the only one that felt that way. You know, what they presented, you know, in the beginning was not what we're getting now. Every episode was a different thing. His career changes every episode. You know, it's just like 1 minute I thought you're like, you'll badmouth this person, and then in the scene you're like, it's just like it's all over the place. Yeah, so I'm confused, and I don't wish him any bad blood, but your inconsistency is not gonna work for me. So I just like to keep him over there.
So is it safe to say that Hershey would be your favorite cast member? Or one of them?
Hershey would definitely be one of my favorite cast members. I even talk to everyone. Like I kind of go, well, besides Fly King, and Fly King is kind of at a disadvantage because he kind of came later on. Like we all met him later on, so you know, I never really got a one-on-one with him.
And then how he came on, was it like, ooh,
yeah, true. I mean, I heard he had. I mean, it didn't air, but I heard he had said, oh, Jeremy Copeland's a choreographer. I mean, he's no Sean Bankhead, whatever. And I was like, yeah, I'm not. I'm Jeremy Copeland. You know, so
with him, though.
Yeah, I grew up with him. But I'm not sensitive, so that didn't really bother me. Well, I think he signed up for Fatima or something he said. It didn't really bother me though. I like Fly King. I have no issue with him.
Yeah.
I have my own relationships with different cast members. I think the only person I don't really talk to is Lee Hawkins.
I've met Lee Hawkins. I've interviewed him. We from the scene from the show together. I mean, he seemed cool, but like you said, you've been around long enough. But the vibe I got was cool. So.
He has a charm about himself, and he has a way to get you to let your guard down and make you feel like, oh, you're actually super, super cool. And that's his motherfucking, that's his gift. And once he gets you there, that's when he's like, oh, now I can really do what I do.
So do you feel that the production in the whole are portraying you guys at the best of light?
I feel like production is airing the footage that they have. I feel like production has more footage that they can air to make things make sense. I feel like production.
So they're airing the footage, not that they have, but the footage that they want to show.
Exactly.
Okay.
I also feel like production is airing people who they want to have in the forefront. I feel like certain people get 97 green screens and some of us get one. I feel like certain people are in every scene and some of us get one. I feel like some of our work scenes get taken out for a storyline and some of our stuff get, you know, and then certain people like Fly King has been on the season for all of 30 seconds, but he's had 97 work scenes. Yeah. He has 2 major work scenes. Yeah. Andre has 4 work scenes every motherfucking episode. You know, and a lot of us, you know, have the same, but it's not being shown. Right. Because we're not in that drama, we're kind of pushed to the side, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. And I have had this conversation with production, and you know, I hope that it changes. And if not, it's cool. Here's the thing: I told them from day one, I do this. Yeah. I'm not going to chase a storyline for airtime. A lot of my work scenes was happening already. I just invited the cameras there, you know, and so. It is what it is. I will hope that everyone gets a fair shot. Yeah, I did. I did. Yeah. I just want everyone, not just me. I want everyone to get a fair shot. We have our episodes, so you have enough time to get everyone in an episode. It shouldn't be the same person or the same 4 people every episode. It's kind of like what's happening.
So would you come back for season 2?
As of right now, yeah, we'll come back in season 2 after a conversation with production and make sure things are clear. And also now knowing how things are, I know how to kind of navigate and do what I need to do for that season.
So let's jump from that. Like, are you currently dating?
I'm currently like kind of dating, not really dating.
Entanglement?
No, not even entanglement. I'm looking, like I'm open to it.
So what's a typical date with Jeremy like?
To be honest, like my life is so crazy. I would like a guy to come over. We can cook, we can watch TV, we can smoke a blunt, we can talk, we can chill on my couch. I yell at me, watch me beat the shit out of my dog because she chooses violence every 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm so like chill.
Yeah.
Like I don't like all the extra.
Yeah.
You know, after a while, like yeah, it's cool to go out and like do all that because it's needed. But I love to chill in my house. So my house is just.
So like you say, you're so busy. Would you rather date a guy that's in the industry, understand your schedule, or something?
Either or. I dealt with both.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. So the pros and cons, right? It's good. I like the one thing about I like dating. Or one thing that I like about dating someone in the industry is again they understand.
Yeah.
They get it, and there's something for both to talk about. I've dated guys that are in the industry and just live a different lifestyle. I won't say normal, but just a different lifestyle. And sometimes they can come across like everything is about me. It's not the case. It's just my lifestyle is just, So when I text you and say, "How's your day?" What you're doing? You're like, "Oh, nothing. Just with fat burger, cool." And then you ask me, I'm like,
And
"All
then
right,
you give it to them. Yeah.
So the conversation goes there. But then I like the normalcy. I like not having someone, in my judge. Like I like to come home and like I like for them. Yeah, because also when you date someone in the industry, nothing excites them. So something I might be genuine about, they're like, oh yeah, cool. Like I did that too.
Yeah.
Cool. So it's like, when you have someone in two different realms, it's exciting. I dated someone who did real estate, and so I grew up like, oh, you just sold this $2 million house. Okay, cool. He's like, oh, but you're on TV. That's great. So like, it was a good dynamic.
And it was two different lanes.
Two different lanes.
Yeah.
I prefer that. I want you to be successful in your own right, or in school, or just be doing something. Like be active. That's all I ask for.
So what's like major turn-ons and turn-offs for you?
As far as like personality or
Whichever you choose.
Turn-offs is, when people do that, like the arguments, but like because they think it's cute, or like they have a bad attitude because they think it's cute, or like just thinking being rude is cute. I don't like that. We are grown. I'm 30 years old. I don't got time for that. So a lot of times you may be trying to be cute and you catch like I had a long ass day and it's just not the right time and I'm gonna black out on you. And then once I black out, then you're the victim and then it's a whole thing.
It's funny. You sound like me and my boyfriend because I'm that way. I'm the sassy, catty one who pick little fights, and he's more like you. Like you're provoking me. You want me to snap, but he's not gonna really like snap. It's to the point he's just gonna like.
But why? What do you get?
I don't know. For me, like that's how I used to be. Like we grown. Trust me, we had to. But in the beginning, I would do it just because it was like exciting. It was like an adrenaline. Like I don't know. It wasn't because I was bored, because I was doing my own thing.
Exactly.
But it was just something about that spice.
Yeah, I think everything in moderation. Certain people don't know when it's like, okay, now I'm really upset, and you keep going.
Yeah.
But I love a sweet guy. Like that's a lost art nowadays. Someone who's like respectful and sweet and just like, just has cool and just respectful.
Yeah,
like,
you'll get this, but you're not gonna get this, and you're not gonna get it together. So it's like nowadays you gotta choose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's just jump right ahead. Like, what do you see yourself in 5 years? Actually, go 3.
3?
Yeah.
I don't even know. 3 years. I mean, hopefully we'll be shooting season 3 of Chasing LA, and I'll be a part of production and helping the executive produce.
I hear that.
I do have a lot of experience behind real cameras, so that's something that's a goal of mine.
I say happy.
Yeah. In 3 years, I definitely will be being made winner for best choreography for someone's music video. I definitely will have an Emmy or Emmy nominated for one of the TV shows that I will be acting on. I hope to be in a relationship or working towards one. I definitely will be in my house here in LA. It will be a townhouse because I already know my taste and I already looked on Zillow. And I said the first house. My budget is like 1.5, 1.7 million. In LA, that only gets you the townhouse. So I'm gonna get an actual townhouse. And just continue to work and be respectful. Like not respected. I want to keep working and be respectful.
So if you could change anything about being on Chasing LA, what would it be? Besides not really showing your work.
Change? That's a loaded question. It's like, what would I change, period?
Yeah, it's like now watching the show, like, what would you change?
From me or just period, the show?
Yeah.
Oh, I I wish that they would have shown more of us getting to know each other at Hamburger Mary's. I wish that the first and second episode were an hour, because if I wasn't there, I would be confused too as a viewer. Because I sat there, because I wasn't from there for a lot of scenes, so I sat there and watched the view as well, and I was confused. But because I was there, I was like, okay, cool. I just wish that the storyline would take time. I think that was the art of Atlanta, that was the art of Dallas. It was like, yeah, production was whack and you couldn't hear shit, but you got to really know the cast and then the drama happened. Now, I will say this. No one in production said go fight. It's exactly how it happened at Hamburger Mary's. But we were at Hamburger Mary's for a very long time. There was enough to pull from to make it make sense. They had the whole bathroom scene with the cocaine allegation.
Yeah.
That was filmed. You should have shown people go to the bathroom. I was actually one of the ones that went to the bathroom. Like, there was so much stuff that was left out. But I feel as the episodes are progressing, you know, they're seeing there, they're making notice. I made it very apparent to be very vocal with Q recently about just what I didn't like and what I didn't like. And I think that he respected my opinion. So I hope things change. But I don't try to step over anyone's toes. I'm not production. I'm not a producer. I don't pull my card. I'm going to pull my credits when I'm on the show. When I'm here, I'm a cast member just like everyone else.
Yeah.
And I just play my part.
Yeah. So 2 more questions because we got to wrap up. So any words of advice for anyone chasing anything in life?
The best advice I can give anyone is to know your why. Just know why you're doing it, and that will always keep you focused on what you're doing. That will get you through the long nights. That will get you through. You only got 2 viewers. That will get you through. No one's coming to my class. That will get you through. No one's jumping on my live. I'm talking to myself. Know your why, because there's so many people trying to do the same thing, and there's so many gatekeepers that's gonna ask you why.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
And you gotta give me more than the answer than I'm passionate. Okay, bitch, we all passionate. Oh, I love to do it. Okay, we all love to do it. What's your why? So many people just want to be famous. They just want to be known, and they'll give whatever to get to that, and they get to that, and they're miserable. Or they jump on these shows and they get the popularity, but now you don't have the fundamentals to back up your popularity. I have so many friends that was on Love and Hip Hop and how Love and Hip Hop and do all these shows, and they're struggling, but you can't go get that job because they know you from TV and stuff. So now you're stuck in the rut.
Right.
Know your why and know your business and stand behind your brand. And even if it may take you a little bit longer than the next person, don't compromise your brand to get there fast. Because as fast as you get up there, that's as fast as your fucking drive.
And have product, have something to fall back on.
Something, yeah.
So, okay, 2 more questions.
Yeah, I'm
Legendary for pose.
Oh my God. Pose.
Pose?
I say Pose just because what they did in showing the stories of black trans women. Like that show really exposed in the most delicate and beautiful way of life as a trans woman. Because it hasn't, I mean, even though it's a timepiece, it hasn't really changed.
Yeah.
Like, they're still dealing with that. I love that. A lot of the same writers, you know, my father, I'm a Gorgeous Gucci, you know, on the back of my sweater, you know, Jack Gorgeous Gucci, he's one of the writers for Pose, he plays on Pose, he's one of the writers for Legendary, you know, so I would definitely choose Pose over Legendary, but I love everyone that's on Legendary. All of my friends are on this season, they're doing really great, but the Miyake Muglers, the Tishis, and the Balenciagas are it for me, period. They're doing this shit, yeah.
So speaking of Nationwide TV, you're also on a Nationwide television show.
Yes.
Talk about that.
I play a character named Zoe on Step Up on Stars, which literally aired today. I'm on season 2 and it aired today. We have Powers time slots, so that says a lot. Every Friday at 8 p.m. you can catch me. I was promoting it before, but I was promoting season 1. I wasn't on season 1. So tonight, well, you know, I'm on it now. So you can find me on Stars. On demand, it comes on like midnight. So yeah, I love that character. It was my first acting role. I jumped into it. I was only supposed to have 3 episodes, and I guess I did good. So they gave me like the entire season.
Yeah.
I got to work with the late great iconic Naya Rivera, and so yeah, I'm just humbled, and I cannot wait for you guys to see my next role.
And it comes on when?
It comes on every Friday at 8 p.m. on Stars.
So where can they find you and get into you a little bit more besides Chase It?
Social media is Jeremy Copeland on everything. Jeremy Copeland on Instagram, Jeremy Copeland on Facebook, Jeremy Copeland on YouTube, Jeremy Copeland Twitter, Jeremy Copeland on Jack. You can, you know, it's like everywhere. I don't have a TikTok. That's not my show. So I don't have a TikTok. But yeah, just Jeremy Copeland.
And he said he's not on YouTube, but he is. He's on every
I mean,
Thursday
I
night.
am. Oh, I am.
Thursday
Yeah, I'm
nights.
chasing reality.
Hello.
Yes, I deleted my entire YouTube, my personal
Okay,
YouTube
yeah,
channel
yeah.
because I wanted to re-record choreography and rebrand that because that's a big presence that people see and that's how you get booked
Yeah.
nowadays. So I'm redoing a lot of my stuff, so I cleared that off online so I can repost and like do that. So my personal page is gone, but you can find me on Chasing Reality every Thursday. 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, Chasing Elliott.
Well, thank you. It's been a pleasure. Sitting
Thank
on the
you.
couch, having talk, conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Your inspiration, like I look up to you. You're I mean, I can't dance, but I've gone to the concerts of the women that you've choreographed for. So,
Thank you.
You know, big ups to you.
Thank you so much.
Big ups to you. So thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for
We're
having
going to
me.
be out. Thank you guys for tuning in to Let's Review of Mike, the interview. We will see you guys next time. Peace out.